Hello and welcome to Ruchi's Town. It's a weekend here and the weather looks great, but it is really chilling cold. It is 7 degrees centigrade here in the US, in our place. So in the morning it was better. We spent a good amount of time planting. So we have our raised beds. If you were not aware of it, go check our raised beds videos that we have. So we spent a good time there, adding more seeds and taking care of the plants. And after that, I made pasta. So I didn't have much time, so I had to do some quick lunch. So I made some pasta. So I thought I'll share the recipe with you. So check it out. It is white sauce pasta, and this is one of the versions that I kind of make it in. It is quite easy to make with most of the ingredients that you usually have at home. Do check it out and let me know how it comes out. Come, let's get into the video.
Let's start with the vegetables. I'm taking onions, tomatoes, zucchini, bell peppers, carrots, broccoli, peas. Skip brinjal, beans kind of vegetables. Other than that, you could put most of them. I'm taking a rotini variety of pasta. You could add any variety of pasta to this and follow the instruction and cook it for the time that is mentioned on the box. So this cup that I'm using holds 125 grams and it usually is enough for one person, and the quantity that I'm making is good for 5 to 6 people. So in this big vessel, I'm going to add water and some salt and cook it till the pasta is done. Let's start with the vegetables. I'm taking garlic and chopping it really fine. For this amount, I've taken 5 to 6 big pods of garlic. So you could use it as per your preference. Chop it finely and don't grate it or crush it. So this will be put directly into the oil. When we put this into the oil, it infuses a great aroma and flavor. The time is 1:46 now, and it took me approximately 20 minutes to make this entire meal. I'm chopping the onions now. All the vegetables have to be chopped almost in the same size. Don't make the onions really fine or very big. Likewise, carrots and other vegetables as well. When we are cooking the vegetables also, we are not going to cook it like completely, like 100% like we do for the other vegetable fries in the Indian meal. This is the Italian cuisine, and when we cook the vegetables or fry the vegetables, it has to be done only like 75 to 80%, and there should be some crunch in it when you are doing it. Usually when I'm cooking, I do many things simultaneously. I don't do all the chopping once and then start with the cooking process. Whatever takes more time, I could keep that on the stove first, and then start off with the chopping. And when few of the ingredients are ready, I will start with the cooking and do the chopping alongside. So that's how I usually do, so that it takes lesser time. So, and the carrot pieces that I've kept aside, I'm going to put it in the water. That will grow shoots, and greens will come out of it. We could use it for cooking. So now that I have chopped few of it, I'm taking zucchini. By the way, zucchini adds a very good taste, and it looks like cucumber, but the taste of it is completely different, and it also cooks really fast. I've kept a pan on the stove and let it heat. So once the pan heats up, I'm going to add olive oil. So this is Italian cuisine, and usually it's made out of olive oil, but you could use any oil of your choice. Now the oil is heated up, so I'm adding the oil. So it's 2 tablespoons of olive oil in it. So once the oil heats up, we are going to add the garlic. So once you add that garlic, it gives an awesome aroma, and I totally love that. Let that fry for a minute, and once that is done, we are going to put carrots and onion into it. Carrots and onion are the vegetables which take a longer time to cook, so we will let that cook for a bit and then add rest of the vegetables one by one. Zucchini and finally the bell pepper. I've added even frozen broccoli and peas into it. More the vegetables, it will be tasty, and it's also good for health. So when you see it's so colorful, I try to put or blend in more colors into it when I make any dish. Now I'm adding some herbs. This is basil and oregano mix, so I'm going to add some of it right now, and we could add some salt also and cook it. Let's close it and cook it. So we are not going to add any water. Just by closing in that steam itself, within like 5 minutes the vegetables will be good enough. I'm checking if the pasta is done. So if you actually bite it, it should not be like crunchy. So other way of testing it is by putting a piece of pasta on a plate or something, and then cut it on a knife. When you cut it, if there is a white spot in the middle, then the pasta is not completely cooked. You have to cook it for a few more minutes. So I am checking on the vegetables every now and then so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan, because we have less oil in it. When you're cooking pasta, don't add oil. When you add oil, it will not hold the cream together. The sauce that you put, it doesn't hold it together. So if you put oil, it's like you're killing the pasta. If you put more water and boil the pasta, it will not stick to each other. So the pasta is done. I'm gonna take a colander and drain the water out. Oh, I messed it up. Okay, here it is. The pasta is all done. So when you're boiling the pasta, make sure you boil it right when you're making the sauce, and don't make and keep it like much early. If you're making gulab jamun, how you have the um, what is it, sugar syrup hot, and then you put the jamuns into it. Similarly, the pasta should be hot when you're actually adding it into the uh, pasta sauce. Now I'm taking some butter and putting it in a corner of the pan. I moved the vegetables to one side, and I'm putting some butter into it, and I'll add all-purpose flour into it to make a roux or a paste, which will give a nice saucy texture to the sauce. So here it is. I'm making a lot of pasta, so I've taken like 2 spoons of maida. If you're making it less, even half spoon of maida is enough, because this is going to work as a thickening agent for the complete sauce. So has stir the maida in the butter for like 30 seconds or so, and then start adding the milk and keep mixing it. If you don't mix it, it will become lumps and it will all be lumpy. So make sure you mix it. So once that is done, add in more milk. So this is milk is the agent which you are using to make it creamy. And next is cream sauce. I'm adding some cream sauce also to blend well with this. If you have a thick cream like Amul cream or something, you could add that also instead of milk or instead of cream sauce. That time you need not even make the roux with the maida. You can just directly add that cream sauce. It will really make it thick. And the amount of sauce you want also depends upon your own preference. You need not make it too creamy. If you wanted a lot of cream, you could add more milk to it. Now I'm adding more oregano mix to this sauce and mixing it. Next comes in chili flakes. I did not have any store-bought chili flakes, so I crushed some red chilies, dry chilies, and put into it. And this is grated cheese. This is a pizza cheese mix that I have. You can use mozzarella cheese or cheddar cheese, whatever cheese you have, grated and put it into it. Check the taste and add other stuff that you would need. Don't add chili powder, pepper powder, anything. I removed and kept some sauce aside because there is a lot of sauce in there. And now I'm adding all the pasta into it, giving it a good mix. So if the cream is not enough, or if it is not creamy, you could add some milk into it to make it more saucy. So the pasta is all ready. I'm going to put it into a serving bowl. So you could eat this as it is, or if you want to make a variation, you could add a lot of cheese on top of it and put it into a microwave or into a bake oven and bake it for like 10 minutes. It will form a layer like the cheese on the pizza. That will also taste very good. I'm going to put some Parmesan cheese and grated cheese to garnish this. This is totally optional. You could even put some oregano or chili flakes also in this. Do not put a lot of chili flakes or chili powder or pepper powder into this. Pasta as such will not absorb a lot of spices. So this is Italian dish and it has to be mild. So keep it that way. So here it is. The pasta is all ready and creamy and with lots of vegetables. It's so colorful. Try this out and let me know in the comment section how it comes out. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Ruchi's Town. See you again with another video. Take care.